Hey, Phil from Got Memories here, gonna hold you around my neck. I'm gonna show you a video here on inventorying an absolute jumble of film, okay? And how organizing this. A lot of people have got the same amount of stuff. I mean, look, there's dates, they're all in bags. I mean, it's a, what's the word? A shit show. No other term to describe this. So, 1977, like, this is, this is special. 78, so they're all in bags by the year, somewhat. 1968. How on earth, do I wrap my head around this to give it back to a customer that is, so it makes sense? These reels are all 50-foot reels. They're all Super 8. Look, Japan Expo 70. So what I do, which is what should be done, but no company really does this, or at least these, online transfer box companies and God knows who, is retaining everything in the order. I'm going to go through this and go by the notes, everything, and put it in some form of sequence here. And then what the customer gets back is a neat and tidy directory like this, as it should be. This is the gold standard, okay? So if you're looking for a company to do this, this is what the questions you should be asking. Do you retain all? Do you organize the reels? Do you retain them on the original reels? And then get a file for each reel. And you'll be shocked at how many companies go, oh, no, we don't. We do this. We splice them onto larger reels. And for your convenience, no, they're doing it to make their job easier. They think that they can splice all this stuff together, turn it on, hit a button, and walk away. Meanwhile, the film gets chewed up, goes to crap. And the reason I'm pointing this job out, I've got a video I just did on this, Scan Digital in Indiana, okay? Sound film, they did it silent, told him the sound was bad, it's perfectly fine. Then they spliced all of these reels backwards, backs to front, all kinds of stuff. There's the customer number right there. And I had to then undo all of the mess they'd created and rescan everything because the customer is going to a reunion in South Korea with a daughter he adopted from South Korea as a baby, and blah, blah, blah. Really meaningful stuff, which all of this stuff is meaningful. So you have to do your due diligence. And I looked up Scan Digital. I'm very familiar with them. And their Google score is a 2.6. There are rest stop highway bathrooms with better reviews. There's DMV reviews better than Scan Digital. So guys, if you do work for that company, do better, please. Anyway, getting back on track here, because my channel is a lot of me ranting at transfer companies and people that do not do their due diligence and then have to cry about it afterwards when Google is telling you everything you need to know. Reviews, YouTube, just do your homework, because you got one copy of this stuff and I have to listen to the abundance of phone calls and emails of horror stories, and I'm like, guys, did you not read the review? Huh? What? Like, dude, we're 2024 right now. I think you should get the handle of doing your due diligence. So, what is going to be happening here? This gives you an idea of the mess that I have to undo. Look at all this chicken scratch right here. Because, there's probably family members that shot this and they don't know who the hell is in any of these reels. So there is data inside of here. Hopefully it's correct. Kathy and Dave at Neil Baker's something 1970 question mark. So yeah, so when you get it, it all just like pops up. Trip to Florida, and then boom, you've got you can go through the footage that quickly, and You know, the quality differs greatly from company to company as well. I have seen some absolutely atrocious stuff transferred by amateurs, shining a projection off a piece of paper off the wall. You know, I see it all. So you really need this, you know, can be really dark. This has all been enhanced and brightened and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and if you want to edit any of this stuff, like North Atlantic trip, let's see here. Now, if you've got a Mac, QuickTime Player opens up. Natively on the PC, you've got a whole bunch of stuff as well. QuickTime Player is available on the PC. But look, so that the number 14 and 15 were, let's have a look here. Yeah, the same thing, North Atlantic crossing, what have you. So all I did is I dragged that over, and now you can make one file out of it. Look, you can put it one in front of the other. Done. And then, you know, you can save it to whatever you want and then leave it alone for a few seconds. It'll then, boom, there it is. Saved it to the desktop. And there's the entire file that efficient, that quick. And that's another thing, is MPEG 4 the only way to go? H.264 codec. File sizes aren't ridiculously huge. And look, this is a 10-year-old MacBook here, and it just is so fluid. So, yes. All these different things, like here, there's nothing written on them, so I put memories, and then you can just title it whatever you want. So it's a wedding, blah, blah, blah. There we go. And like, if you're not sure what's what, you know, you can just wedding and rename it, renumber it, and put it all back together and edit it with any editing software out there. Over here, this is all part of the same family, kind of. 16 millimeter reels here. They need a bit of a clean. What else have we got here? Oh, the dreaded mini DVDs. They are crazy. I don't love these. If one scratch and they are, this isn't good. Not too bad. SpongeBob disc 1 and 2. Not too bad. Even a hairline scratch can render this stuff unreadable. Let's have a look here. Videotapes in here. All different formats. Mini DV, Video 8. From the 80s and 90s. And then in here, let's have a look. Just discs and more film reels. No. Whenever I see them like this, they're moving against each other and scratching. So I'm just going to lightly place that down there. As you can see, it is a hodgepodge of everything. So a correct professional transfer company is going to create a digital mirror organized here. All of these online box companies do not do this stuff. It is just, I mean, if you can imagine the amount of media that sits in these boxes for 3 to 6 months on pallets, and then they've got hiring and firing, you know, staff and, you know, staffing problems, and, you know, the managers piss off the staff and they're angry. And do you think with the managers not caring, the staff who are paid poorly are going to care either? They're like, dude, screw this. I'm going to go make coffee at Starbucks. It's way easier. You know, especially when it's very detail orientated. So yes, you have to pay a premium for a quality transfer professional to do this correctly. Not only quality, but organization. If there's, say, 97 reels here, there needs to be 97 files, not 94, not 96, 97. And then when you hand everything back, 97 reels. All neatly put back together on the original reels, not spliced together onto larger reels. Because this whole system, there is a system, and I've got to dig through all of this to figure out what to do. So you can get a feel for what is involved in these large family digitizing projects. And as you can see back here, more stuff that needs to be organized. All of the files everything has to be compiled correctly, perfectly the first time around. Download link sent, USB drive sent. In a nutshell, it's probably given a few of you a panic attack right now just looking at this stuff. And how the hell do you manage all this? Don't ask me. It's now 7:54 p.m. on a Saturday, and the reason I'm here on a Saturday is because of that Scan Digital job and redoing that damn thing. Oh my God, it was driving me nuts. Not only the fact there was no sound on it, but the fact that the absolute muppets that work there have spliced things back to front on a 400-foot reel and then taken all the other ones off of it and spliced it back to front. And there was sprocket damage, there was all sorts of just like, oh my God. Anyway, I do have videos on that. If you type in Got Memories Scan Digital, it should just come up. For the people that own it and work there, as I say, do better. Stop your operation, clean your equipment, buy equipment, hire quality staff. What else? I don't know. Charge more maybe? If you're like, oh, it's a lot of work. You've got to keep, you can't keep doing these sales. All this media is just going downhill. And so anyway, whew. So all the best to you out there. If you do have film, all this stuff, gotmemories.com, you can get a quote. If you're kicking tires and you're just looking for bargain basement price, my God, go to Scan Digital, go to Legacy Box. You don't care about your stuff, forever.com, iMemories, Southtree, Dig My Picks. There's so many companies out there to choose from if your budget is nothing. If you truly care about your memories and you want that personalized customer service, everything kept on the original reels and organized on the back end, I can do that. But if you're kicking tires and you're not, don't waste your time filling out any contact information or contacting me if you're just thinking this is going to be cheap. This is a legacy project. This is something that you do once right, it's done. You pay more, you get more, 1000%. And what else? I think that's it. I need a beer. All right. Cheers to you guys. Bye.